Hello again, fellow YouTubers. I know I've said this before, and here it goes again. I'm going to take a bit of a different approach. I'm going to take a different approach because I haven't got the response I was looking for. What I really, truly wanted, and what I'm going to do, is I want an abundance of tricks that people need to see, people want to learn, that I can teach. Okay? Right now I only have about 2 more tricks that have been requested, and I don't know if I can find the list, but I've kind of lost interest in them. One of them is autographed by Justin Miller, and in my opinion it's not a really great effect. It's nothing impromptu, and it's nothing you can just pull out a deck of cards and have some fun with. It takes a lot of elaborate setup, and it's not really elaborate, but it also wastes a double-backed card, which in my opinion they're expensive, and you're gonna have to give it away at the end of the show. Unless you're getting paid for your magic tricks at a bar or something like that, it's not advisable to waste a card just to get a good reaction on camera, or just to get a good reaction in general from a bunch of people you'll never see again, and that aren't gonna pay you. So I have decided to do something a little exciting. To me it's exciting because I love David Blaine. I've been a fan of his work. I've been a fan of his work for a while. I was a fan when Street Magic first came out, and I had an opportunity to meet him briefly. And what really, I look back on his magic. I look back on Street Magic 1, and still to this day, this is a couple years later, and I've only been learning magic for a few years, but I still watch his magic, and he does the simplest sleight of hand, the easiest tricks there are out there on the book, but it's his presentation. It's really he's a true artist when it comes to presentation, magical presentation. He takes the smallest trick and he makes it big with his attitude and his persona. I'm not saying everyone should be acting like David Blaine, but he found his niche pretty good. It suits him, it suits who he is. I personally am still trying to find mine. I haven't exactly, different tricks go different ways for me. It depends on how I was shown them, and depends on who the teacher was who taught it to me. I really haven't found my own, like, David is just pick a card out of the deck, here's your card, and let's lose it in the deck. It's very, he's in your face. It's calm. He's not in top and tails. He's on the streets. There's a stronger effect that he has because of his persona. He doesn't really have a fresh haircut, or he doesn't have great clothes on. It's just his presentational style, and it doesn't work for everyone. It doesn't work for me, that's for sure. But what I want to do is Street Magic. All those tricks have been out for years. No one really owns the trick anymore because they've been out for so long. There's no more. The copyright can't last forever on these tricks. And I've gone down trick 1, trick 2, trick 3, trick 4, and I've written them all down. If you want to learn the trick, I'm not really going to say, well, I'm going to say the name of the trick as I'm doing it, but I'm not going to show you a clip from the David Blaine thing. It's up to you to find the clips if you're interested in seeing his presentational style with it. I'm going to show you how the tricks are done. I'm going to show you a quick presentation how to do them, and that's as far as it goes. But it's going to be every trick from Street Magic so far. I've only gone through, let me check here, I've only gone through about 25 minutes of the video, just under 25 minutes, and I have 17 tricks already waiting for you guys. Now that's the type of feedback I needed. I only had maybe 5 or 6 tricks per month that I was able to show you guys, and I simply wanted more than that. So I'm just going to cartel. Don't ask me for tricks for now. I'm going to keep on showing you some David Blaine tricks, which I think are top shelf. Trick number 1, he bites a quarter and restores it. This is an impossible feat of magic, especially when you borrow the coin off the spectator and do with their coin, allegedly. Now, the props for this are 2 quarters. Okay? I have Canadian quarters because I am in Canada. So this is a real quarter that can be borrowed from a spectator. There's nothing gimmicked about this at all. This quarter, however, is gimmicked. It is a coin bite quarter, which means this flap comes down and flaps back up. This flap down here flaps and flaps back up. You can also put it into a bottle, put a coin into a bottle by folding the coin and sticking it right in. But the bite the coin, well, how this coin, you know, if you want this, go to your local magic shop. It's about 15 bucks, 25 bucks, 35, 45, doesn't matter what it is because it's worth it. Now, what you need to make this work are these little tiny elastics. You can get them from the magic shop, but if you know anyone with braces, or if you just walk into an orthodontist office and say, my sister or my cousin needs elastics for their teeth, you know, sometimes they have an elastic that goes from the top tooth to the bottom tooth, so you can see them in there sometimes. Those are the elastics that you need. When it comes to the gauges, you're just going to have to experiment. I'm not exactly sure what gauge this is. I got these free with the gimmick. But how it works is it flips down and it automatically goes back like that. So what you want to do is you want to create the illusion of biting the coin, right? It's not that hard, but what you do, pretend my finger is my bottom teeth, because your bottom teeth is what's going to follow it, right? You're going to pretend like you bite it. You're going to push it against your bottom teeth so it folds inward toward your thumb, and your thumb is going to be what holds it back there. So it's going to be a quick, and your thumb's going to hold it, and then you're just going to release it when you spit, or you can pretend like you take the piece from your hand, take the piece to your hand and throw it back on there. It's you can, well, that's pretty much as far as it goes. There's not too many things you can do with it, but if the elastic breaks, no big deal. It usually comes with 3 or 4 little replacements. You can get a big bag of these from the magic shop for very cheap, or go to your orthodontist office and get it done there. I recommend you watch the David Blaine Stream Magic before you get into all these tricks, because they can be done with great presentational style. Watch the way he just makes everything very simple. For now, that's it. I'm going to get some more tricks up here. I promised myself I would stop giving these week to 2 week gaps where there's no tricks, but that's trick 1 for you. Peace, son.